morning. Today we're practicing Vinyasa Yoga. So it is our version of it. It is not a hot class. It's unless you make it hot in your house. It's not so intense that it feels like a boot camp situation. It is something that you can take at your pace and that you can also allow yourself to open up to possibilities. So that means to open up to postures that you will just move into yourself once we've created a structure, a little bit of a flow, and then you'll tag on postures yourself. So let's get started. Let us start in a child's posture. And then we will release, let go. And watch the breath, observing, just being the observer. Even if you've deepened the breath, you're still just watching it. And at this time, we're going to let go of all the thoughts that were percolating in the mind before this practice, all the thoughts that were about the past, the present, and the future. And we're going to allow ourselves to be right here on the mat with the body, completely present with it, completely present and deliberate with the breath. And so we can sense maybe like strings that attach our thoughts to our minds. And let us see that those strings are getting, cut. Imagine maybe scissors cutting those strings. Maybe they're thin enough where you can pull them and they'll snap. And just releasing the thoughts so that the mind can be more emptied out and more with what we are doing and how we are being. And now let's shift into Ujjayi Pranayama. Deep breath in through the nose. Fog out through the mouth. Fog in through the mouth. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. We'll start to rise up on the next inhalation. Coming to a table posture and starting to find a little bit of motion maybe on your own. Could feel that my neck needed some movement there. Kind of just feel out and see. We're going to be meeting in maybe about 6 or 7 breaths. And then let us come into downward facing dog. Roll over the toes. A little bit of movement here as well. We're going to start a little strong, so let's come into a plank posture, top of the push-up. Now we're going to find a side plank, so you can bring the left knee down if needed, and then take the right arm up. The right foot will be planted and extended, or roll to the left edges of the feet and take the right arm up. Then we're going to exhale, hand down, come into plank or table, and shift over to left side plank. So left arm lifts. Exhaling the hand down, and then shifting. And just continue a few more rounds. And from here we'll take a vinyasa, so the top of a push-up. Now you can have the knees down. After all of that, I feel like my knees are going to come down. So then we'll have elbows over the wrists, and then we will bend the elbows to lower down. You can do this with the toes down or the knees down. Lower the chest, and then hips can come down. Find a back bend cobra or upward facing dog with hips up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Remembering, child's posture is always available to you. And everything that we're doing, so long as we're just here, we're present, we're watching, we're as focused as we can be. We're doing it all great, right? Now we'll look forward, and then let us float the feet forward to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes together, the heels apart, bend the knees, and then rise up to Utkatasana. Lift the trunk, take the arms up. Rather than take the arms forward and up, take the arms down, back, and then up. I'm going to twist to the right and open the arms to a T. Gaze past the right thumb. Lower the hand, bring it forward, inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Lower the arm, inhale, reach the arms up. And then we'll exhale, straighten the legs, fold forward over the legs. A few deep breaths here. Maybe using blocks. Now check in with the legs. Notice how the legs are being experienced, the calves, the hamstrings. Let's find a nice lunge here. So with the hands down on blocks or the mat, step the left foot to the back of the mat. And we're just going to create a little bit of movement here. So you can press through the heel and then lift up to the left toes, the tippy toe of that big toe. And just continue. So there's extension in the foot and in the front of the leg, and then there's contraction. And so there's pointing and flexing of that foot. We'll take a few more. And we'll step this left foot forward, and then we'll step the right foot back. And again, just going through. Pressing the heel back, coming up to the toe. And we'll step the foot up. Fold here, about 5 deep breaths. And then we're going to take a vinyasa here when you're ready. So we'll step back, plank, exhale, lower, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, back bend, exhale, downward facing dog. Let's build something together now. So in the next inhalation, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Explore for a moment. Next exhalation, step the right foot between the hands. Keep the back heel lifted. Inhale, rise up. A crescent lunge. And then from here, let's bring the arms to a T and come into a warrior bee. We're going to come to center. So facing the left side of the mat, pivot the right toes to face the side of the mat. Take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Now from here, what we'll do is start to pivot the feet so that we're going to come into a lunge facing the back of the mat. The left toes face the back of the mat, right toes slightly in. Dip the left shoulder to the inside of the the left knee. And then exhale, release the arms and take a vinyasa here. Okay, let's begin with the left side. Next, inhale, lift the left leg and explore. And then we'll exhale, left foot between the hands. Back heel stays lifted. We're going to just pause here for a moment. And then rise up, crescent lunge, arms reach upwards. Exhale, warrior bee, facing the back of the mat, arms to a T, lunging into left knee still. Straighten the left leg, pivot to face the side of the mat. Exhale, hands behind, interlace the fingers. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders back, look up. Exhale, fold forward. And from here, we'll start to pivot the feet. You can release the arms if needed, but if you can, maintain this and then dip the right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. Release the arms and take a vinyasa. Let's pause for a moment. So you might be fine in downward facing dog. You might want to find child's posture, but we're going to come back to where we were earlier today, where we cut those strings, that we cut the thoughts and our grip of the thoughts and that are percolating and floating around in the mind. We're just going to look and see, is it still a clear path? Do you need to do any snipping away at this point? And if so, just take care of it. And then we'll rise up and come back into downward facing dog. We'll continue what we started and then build. So next inhalation, lift the right leg up. This time as you exhale, take the right knee and bend it out to the right. Now draw the weight back forward into the hands. Take the right knee towards that right elbow. And then inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right foot between the hands. Inhale, rise up to crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior B. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands behind and release the fingers. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pivot the feet to face the back of the mat. Exhale, dip the left shoulder in. Inhale, come up to a crescent lunge on this side. So arms reach up, back heel lifts. And then bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart. We're going to come into a single-legged chair posture. Come forward into the left leg, and then set right ankle on top of left thigh, sinking into the left knee. Now let's see what we can do from here for fun. Maybe hold this right leg and rise up. So holding the foot and the right knee. Now we're going to find more balancing. So we're going to take this foot and hold the right foot with the right hand. Reach the left arm up. Now I have this furniture in front of me, so I won't be able to take my body forward. But what I'm going to do, if you have something around you as well, utilize it. Because what I'm going to do is take this foot. My hand is holding the outside of the foot. The way to do this is to find deep external rotation of the shoulder so that you could take the shoulder, roll it back, take the hands to the top of the foot and then to the inside of the foot. And then turn even more to hold the toe. And I'm not able to get it all the way right now. So I'm going to just hold it like this. I'm going to hold the toe, and this might be good right here. Or you might start to lift the leg up. And what this is doing is taking that shoulder blade and rotating it and drawing it deep into the back. Now we're going to reverse out of this, and let's come into holding this right leg. I know if you don't have any props around, this is a lot of balancing. Come back into a single-legged chair posture, and then take this right foot to the back of the mat and come back into a lunge right here. Wow. Left leg is saying, wow. So now see what would feel right for you. You know what's feeling so intense in the body that it needs your attention. So for me, it's this left hip, and it's saying, what is going on right now? So I'm going to take my right knee down now. You're going to find the posture that works for you. I'm going to personally come to seated. And then we're going to fold. So we're finding our first posture early. Or we're not going to fold, I'm going to fold. But you're going to do what you're doing. And then let's just say our first posture is what we have for now. And then we're going to tag on to that in a moment. So wherever you are, we will come into a Vinyasa. And work with the left side. So we'll inhale, lift the left leg, and then this time we're bending that knee, taking it out to the left, coming forward, touching left elbow. Inhaling, left leg back up. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, warrior bee. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hands behind. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, pivot to the front of the mat. Exhale, dip the right shoulder in. Release the hands down. Rise up. I think this is where we went. We're going to rise up. I feel like there was something in between. Lost track there. Bring hands together. Shift forward and then come to a single-legged chair posture. Now we're going to rise and hold this left leg, kind of cradling it in. We're going to take the left foot behind. And again, I'm kind of happy I have the support today. And we're going to take this hand to the top of the foot, over to the inner foot, and then maybe, I think I got this one, holding that big toe and taking that foot up. If this doesn't work, find the thing that does. This might be good right here, And we're going to reverse out of this, hold this left leg, come back to a single-legged chair posture. And then we'll step this left foot back, bring the hands down. We're back in this lunge. And pay attention to the body. Find your posture, whatever you took on the other side. And then let's come out of this. Move through Vinyasa. Let's start again, and then we'll add a couple more postures. They're going to be your postures. So let's clear the breath first, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, knee bends out to the outer elbow. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right foot between hands. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior bee. Inhale, straighten the leg, hands behind. Squeeze the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. So we kind of skipped a breath there, and that's okay. We're going to pivot the feet to the back of the mat. Exhaling, dipping the shoulder. Inhale, we'll rise. And we could take the arms up, hands together, come forward. Right knee, ankle on top of left thigh, sinking in on the exhale. Inhale, rising and holding the foot. Exhaling, the foot behind, finding the bind, and then inhaling, maybe lifting. Exhaling, draw the leg back in. Set the foot down. Deep breath. We'll step the foot back, come to a lunge. And then here you find your posture. Number 1. And you can do exactly what I'm doing, or you can modify it or do your own thing, which I'm really encouraging. Let's find posture number 2. Posture number 3. These can be standing or seated, more balancing. And we'll take a vinyasa. next inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to elbow outside. Inhale, back up. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, warrior B. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, hands behind. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders back. I got it to open. Hallelujah. I've been waiting for that. Exhale, lower. Yay. Inhale, pivot to the front of the mat. Exhale, dip the shoulder. Inhale, rise. Exhale, single-legged chair posture. Inhale, cradle the left leg. Exhale, take the foot behind. Inhale, maybe take the foot up. Exhale, reverse, hug the leg in. So inhale, set up the foot. Exhale, sink into the right knee. Inhale, step the left foot back. Find your lunge. And then exhale, find the next posture. Second posture. Third posture. I think we held that one a little bit more, right? So you can hold it a little longer. And then we'll take the third posture. Vinyasa. You might add something for the transition, so I'm adding something. So now we're ready to flow. We have our 3 postures. We have those before it. And we're going to connect these all together in the way that feels right. So before we go further, maybe rest for a moment, because we'll go through at least a couple cycles continuously. And let the breath clear. Taking this at your own pace. So they're just allowing the breath to be coordinated in some way. And it can change, especially as you get the heart rate up. Your breath is going to also change, and you might even slow down a little bit. So let us find downward facing dog. And then we'll begin with the right leg. Taking your way through, flowing in and out of postures, connecting them all together. The breath is that connector. Ooh, I'm in a whole other side. So we're just going to go through 2 cycles, right, left, on our own.
Might be on the last side. Now, after you're done, you can take a vinyasa, or you can come right to the back, which is where I'm going, and we'll meet you here. And once you're here, you can take soles of the feet together, just release the arms back. Deep breaths. Feeling nice release. And at this time, we will straighten the left leg on the mat. Keep the right foot to the inside of the left leg for a moment. And you'll have an option here, so we'll see if we can pick up the right leg and draw the foot in and then hold the foot like we were doing in standing, but this is clearly going to be a little easier, a little bit more available. And if this is really difficult because you have tightness, you can bring the left foot and plant it and have right knee, right ankle on top of left thigh, and then pull left leg in. So both of those positions have benefits. Let's see if you can just kind of maneuver this right leg so that maybe you flex the right foot. You might even lift the trunk and then let the trunk get heavy and kind of weigh the leg down. Now I'd like to be in this position a little longer, but I want to be mindful of my neck. I really don't want to tense up my neck right now. So I'm bringing a block to the back of my head, and I find that this is going to help me really hold this leg in without straining any other part of my body. I'm going to take this right leg and grasp the big toe with the peace fingers in the right hand, and then lift the right leg. See if you can extend this leg. If you need some support, you can hold the leg with the left arm. I'm feeling lots of tightness today, so I'm going to create a little bit of motion, kind of flex and point, even as I'm holding that toe. And then being at a point where you can sense it's just the very end of where you can be right now, and breathe comfortably. That's your edge. So if you start to straighten the leg, you might start to feel like, depending on where you're at, right? I'm just extra tight today. So another option is to draw the leg in closer and lift the trunk again. Now let's actually create a little bit more motion here. So bring the hands behind the thigh, and then this is going to let us get deeper in. Start to circle this ankle, flex and point. And then we'll flex the foot, bend the knee, point the foot, straighten the leg. Flex, bend, point, straighten. So we'll do this a few times. And then we're going to create some resistance. So take that leg up. Now push the leg down into the hands and the hands back into the leg. So we're creating resistance. And then release that resistance. Okay, so we're going to do this again. And you can hold the calf or the hamstring. And then push the leg into the arms. The leg will not move because the arms are fighting back. And then release and draw the leg in. Let's do this a couple more times. Okay, and you might keep doing that because you're getting somewhere, right? Or if you feel like, okay, I've gotten far enough, now I can extend it more comfortably and I can take a few deep breaths. Right, release that right leg, take the left leg up. Now, see if you can really extend both legs as much as possible. And you're going to see very clearly in the video that my right leg is closer to the trunk. The left leg is further because I've opened up the strings back here. Alright, so I'm not, you're going to see this in your own leg. Right? We'll go ahead and release the right leg, bend the left, and pull this leg in first. So we're going to work on the hip first. Maybe exploring movement and kind of going through similar things to what you did earlier on the other side. So we'll start to come out of this and look for extension in the left leg. So first time around, actually we were grasping that big toe and maybe supporting the leg and just kind of experiencing these tighter muscles. And then we're going to encourage them to open. So we'll go ahead and have hands behind and work with the ankle a little bit, the foot, flex, point, circle. Oh, about 5 times, 4 or 5 times is what we did on the other side. We'll flex the foot, bend the knee, point the foot, extending, and then straighten the leg. Bend, flex, point, straighten. Okay, then once we have that leg extended up, we're going to create some resistance. It's about 4 times. Inhaling, pushing the leg in. Exhale, just push the arms into the leg now. Inhale, resist. Exhale, release. Inhale, resist. Exhale, release. Inhale, release. And now we'll focus on this. Okay, now you can assess the progress by taking both legs up, hopefully seeing that they're equal. I can sense that my left leg is still having some issues and is just having a little bit more trouble opening up today. So I have to kind of investigate. I wonder why, and kind of look into the past and see what kinds of things am I doing to make this leg tighter than the right. And then we'll go ahead and release and take the arms, reach them back, lift the belly button upwards. And you might hold this as a nice gentle back bend, or if you'd like to go into a bridge posture, you can. I'm going to stay here. Lowering the back, bringing the right knee in and crossing the left hand to the right knee. The right arm can come out to the right, and then guide the right knee to the left, coming into a twist. Working the right shoulder blade down, and then turning the head to the right. You might turn it a couple times or so before you rest it to the right. And we'll come to center. Release the right leg. Draw the left knee in, right hand to left knee, left arm out to the left. And twisting to the right. Head turning to the left. And we'll come to center. Prepare for Shavasana. See how you'd like to take it today. I'm going to stay open today, so I'm going to keep the arms back and the soles of the feet together. And then releasing the muscles in the face, releasing the muscles in the trunk, front, the sides, the back, releasing the neck all around, releasing the crown of the head and the scalp, the ears, releasing the arms, releasing the legs, releasing the feet and the hands. Releasing everything and anything at this time and resting completely. Begin to come back by noticing the breath again, letting the breath get deeper, noticing the body, bringing movement back into the body. Maybe knees in, maybe some gentle rocking. And then finding your way to seated. See if you'd like to take some circles with the head. And then when you're ready, bringing head to center, palms together. Allowing ourselves, in our practice, we were open to the possibilities, open to the postures that would present themselves to us, and open to seeing them, as opposed to keeping the doors closed. So let us, as we move forward into the day and into the week, stay open to possibilities, remembering it's not just this choice or that choice. There are so many more choices that we often completely ignore because we are so stuck to the strings that we have formed. And we have to realize that it's much more vast than we are living, and we need to open to those possibilities. So let's seal our practice with the sound of Om. Deep breath in. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day today, and I will see you soon. I'm going to play the bowls just for a moment. You're welcome to go on your way, or stay.